Good morning. I want to talk about more about how band camp will work. So band camp is always going to be the first week before classes start. So the week before classes start, I should say. And so rookies, you guys will show up on Sunday, August 14th, and you get registered, and then we'll have a rehearsal after lunch there. And then vets, you guys don't show up until Monday, and you'll have a rehearsal afterwards there, and then we'll have rehearsal throughout the entire week. But it's going to be hot in Kansas. It's August in Kansas, so get acclimated to hot temperatures now and drink lots of water, get out, get exercise, get what you need to do to be able to spend a lot of time outside and be able to march and play well. Bring what you need to march and play well: tennis shoes, hats, sunglasses, sunscreen. Just be ready for hot conditions, basically. Don't don't march in boots or flip flops because we won't hear the end of it from DT. But it's gonna be a long time. It's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be a lot of hard work, but we've all gone through it. So don't be afraid. We're all going through it with you. Go Cats! Now on to game days. So how a game day will work is that on full band rehearsal is always 5 hours before kickoff. So for an 11 a.m. game, let's say, full band rehearsal is at 6 a.m. Yes, 6 a.m. And tenor call time is we'll have like rehearsals and things we'll do beforehand. So we want you on the field at Bill Snyder Family Stadium by 5:30. So get to the indoor facility well before that, so you guys are ready to get down to the field for rehearsal. What we'll do is usually we'll have tenor yoga, which is a glorified stretching routine by Ben, our marching maneuvering instructor. Then we'll have a music rehearsal just as a sectional, led by Kennedy, and then we will go into a full band rehearsal. After full band rehearsal on Bill Snyder Family Stadium, we'll go back to the indoor, kind of have some downtime, and that's when food is served. This will be probably the first time you have lunch at 8 a.m. So that'll be interesting. Usually we'll have some downtime, people playing footballs or frisbees to throw around in the indoor. A lot of people nap. But also there's going to be some pep bands, so we'll get to those later. If you get assigned to a pep band, go to the pep band. Play your heart out and get riled up for things getting ready for the game. After that, about an hour before kickoff, we'll get into our full uniform or whatever uniform DT tells us to wear for that day, and then we'll go outside by the parking lot and we'll have a last tenor meeting and sectional to work out any kinks before we go into a full parade block. When we're in parade block, DT will have us gather around kind of this pedestal thing that he always sits on. He will talk, the drum majors will talk, and then we'll get into a parade block and march down the front gates of Bill Snyder Family Stadium to the north side, which is called the Veneer Football Complex. And then once we march over there, then we'll get into a what's called a bull block. We'll talk about that later. That's where we will march down into the tunnel, down by the sideline of the stadium, and play for the student section and the students that are in already. While that's happening, we're just gonna rile them up and get them ready for what's coming. After that, we will go back into the tunnel and wait for pregame. Get into your pregame spot, and then when you hear the drum taps from the tunnel, we'll rush out into the tunnel, and there's going to be 52,000 people yelling and screaming, and it's going to be awesome. If you don't play your first pregame and you're too nervous, it's okay. It's just a lot to take in. Just try and do your best. After pregame, after that's done and pregame is through, we'll go back into the stands for the first half of football. We're there to be a nuisance and disrupt the opposing team and win a football game. So once about 8 minutes on the clock, DT before halftime, I should say, DT will have us disperse from our section in the stands, section 26, and we will go down along the sideline to where you need to go for halftime, and then we'll play halftime. We'll get off the field for halftime, and then we'll be in the stands for the second half. Hopefully, if all goes well, we'll have a Wildcat victory, and we'll play Happy Trails right before the end. And then after that, then DT will have some final words. We'll have a small tenor meeting after that at the top of the stands, and then the carpool drivers will come and pick. You guys will all pack up, and the carpool drivers will come and get you and take you back to your house. Usually, we'll probably have a section. Sometimes we've had a section dinner before. Completely optional if you want to join, but it's also super nice. And after a day full of band, you will sleep soundly and like a rock, I can tell you. But that's about how much a game day is. It's a lot of work. It's a full day, and go Cats.